Welcome back. Let's continue to this now. Energy and Electricity Minister Dr. Kgosientsho Ramokgopa says it's crucial that the private sector plays a role in addressing the future electricity needs of the country. He says that they are going to make full use of renewable energy. The minister was briefing the media on the Independent Power Producer Program. He's noted that the country should not have to face load shedding. Ramokgopa added that they are going to de-risk electricity generation. Well, Professor Sampson Mamphweli, head of the Energy Secretariat at the South African National Energy Development Institute, joins us now to unpack what the minister has said. Prof, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. So, of course, we've heard, from Dr. Ramokgopa saying that it is crucial that the private sector plays a key role in addressing the future of, electricity needs. Just talk to us about one of the things that he did unpack, saying that he is going to de-risk electricity generation in relation to this, independent power producer program. What would that look like?
Yeah, good afternoon to you and the viewers. So, as you know, government is the only buyer of electricity under the Independent Power Producers Program. And the government also provides what we call government guarantees so that the market can then respond positively in terms of providing finance for that, for people who are, or companies that are involved in the program. That is one of the main things that the government will be doing going forward to attract foreign direct investment into that particular sector. The IPPs are quite strategic in our electricity market going forward. If you look at what government is doing, breaking up Eskom into the various business units and also ensuring that we've got the transmission company that will now be responsible for purchasing of electricity from both independent power producers and Eskom generation. That will also ensure that going forward we have cheaper electricity because it will then introduce more competition to Eskom. So the independent power producers become very strategic in our country going forward. The minister has actually held a summit looking specifically at independent power producers and their role in the current electricity market and the future electricity market as well. And it became very clear in that particular summit that independent power producers will play a key role in the South African electricity market going forward.
And I mean, he did mention in that briefing that over 8,000 megawatts of renewable energy projects are currently either in operation or are under construction. When you consider that many of them are situated in the Cape provinces, what do you think then is needed to accelerate, especially those that are currently under construction?
So the ones that are currently under construction will take about, they normally take about 2 years. So the quickest way to get electrons or to get electricity onto the grid is to build renewable energy projects much quicker, and you can be able to build them within budget. So the quickest way to fast track the ones that are already, especially those that are waiting on the sidelines, is to ensure that we've got grid capacity where they can be connected once they are fully built. And the grid capacity has been the biggest challenge in terms of bringing in independent power producers. You recall that Minister Mantashe at some point, he couldn't announce about 3,500 megawatts of renewable energy independent power producers projects because there was no grid capacity in the Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, and as well as the Western Cape. And now Minister Ramokgopa has worked with Eskom to try and unlock part of the existing grid capacity while working on a plan for grid expansion, or basically to build new power lines so that they can be able to evacuate power from those 3 provinces. Over and above that, the minister is also looking at with things like purchasing power from strategic geographic locations such as your Limpopo, Gauteng, and Mpumalanga, where we've got great capacity, even though the resources in those provinces cannot be compared to the resources in the other 3 Cape provinces, but those resources are still much better than what they have, for instance, in the European countries where they're still exploiting the little resources that they have. As things stand, the plus or minus 7 gigawatts of renewable energy is assisting the country greatly in terms of avoiding load shedding, especially during the day when the sun is shining, and during the night we've seen quite a lot of wind, about 2 gigawatts of wind coming exist in terms of dealing with the security of energy supply.
All right, let's leave it there for now, Prof. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Of course, that was Professor Sampson Mamphweli, head of the Energy Secretariat at the South African National Energy Development Institute, as we continue, of course, to look at how renewable energy can better assist and provide energy for South Africa.